Hey guys, it's just the Glam Pixie, and today I'm going to be trying to take my black and magenta split dye to fire engine red without burning my hair off. You heard me, I'm changing my hair again. As much as I love the split dye, and I do really love it, I think it's so cool, it's just a lot of maintenance, and I just get bored with hair. It's that simple. I bought a new dress to attend my sister's wedding in April and decided that my current hair color just didn't work with it, so I was gonna change it. And after obsessing over Pinterest for a couple hours and looking at old pictures of myself with red Betty bangs, I decided to go right back in. Bright red hair is always one of my absolute favorites. I know it's a lot of maintenance, but I just love it. And it's my husband's favorite. So we're gonna try our very, very best to take this black box dye, strip it to at least like a orangey color, and take out the magenta so that I can put red on top of it. So everyone, do me a quick favor right now. Bow your head and pray to the hair gods that my hair does not completely fall off. To do our very, very best to ensure that, we're gonna take coconut oil and coat our ends in it. So first thing, I'm gonna take out these bobby pins, and I know my hair is an absolute mess right now. I just got done with work, and this is going on like 4 days without washing. I'm gonna be honest with you, a little gross, but I wanted to try and get my natural oils back as much as possible before I bleached. So we're gonna take the coconut oil, heat it up, and then coat our ends to try our best to protect them. I don't know if this actually helps, but at this point I'm willing to try anything. So like I was saying, as much as I love the split dye, I think it looks so cool, it's just maybe a little impractical for me. I don't naturally have a center part. I naturally part on my left side, so trying to get it parted in the center every day was really difficult. I ended up just pretty much slicking it back most days. Even with my Betty bangs, it just, I don't know, I don't like mixing the two colors, so when I wore my Betty bangs, it would be like uneven back here because my hair doesn't naturally part in the center, so it was just making it really difficult, and I feel like it's just not a style that necessarily suits me, even though I love the color of it. I think it looks so cool, and it's so interesting. It just, I'm glad I tried it, and honestly, at some point, I'll probably try it again, but there's a lot of work every day to do my hair. It was just a lot of work. And to wear hair extensions was nearly impossible. Like really, really difficult. So as much as I love it, it may not be for me. Okay, so now that we have coated our ends in coconut oil to try to protect from as much damage as possible, we're gonna go ahead and get into the bleaching. So I'm gonna do the black side first because this is box dye. I'm really hoping I won't have to double process this. That makes me really nervous, but I honestly don't know. Box dye, especially black, is really, really resistant. That's why so many colors hate it. And I do understand that, but I don't go to the salon. I hate going to the salon, and it's just too damn expensive. I'm just gonna be honest with you. It's too damn expensive, so I do it myself. But moments like this, I do regret using box dye and not going for like a semi-permanent. I probably should have done that. That was not very smart, past Jessica. Not very smart. So to get into the bleaching, I'm gonna go ahead and use the Salon Care, and this is, I think, the Sally Beauty Supply brand. 20 volume cream developer. I like cream, I just think it's an easier consistency to work with. And I'm also using the Salon Care Prism Lights bleach powder, and this is violet. I have never, oh, there's coconut oil on it. Gross. I've never used this powder. They were out of the ion that I usually use, so I'm really, really, really hoping that this does not completely ruin my hair. The girl said that it's a gentler powder, but I don't know how much I really trust her. We'll find out. So I'm gonna go ahead and open that up and put it in my little mixing bowl. I got this from Sally's as well, but you can get these at Sally's, off Amazon, at any sort of like beauty supply store. I don't think they have them at Walmart and stuff though, which they should. I just don't think they do. I'm gonna go ahead and use all of it because I don't know how much I'm gonna need. I might need a double process. That is a lot of powder though. feel like there's way more in that than the ion. That's a lot. And then I'm gonna take my developer and go ahead and pour equal part developer. Then taking my mixing brush, I'm just gonna mix. And that's the consistency that it ends up being. So now I'm gonna take the majority of that red. I'm not worrying about it being perfect. Just pulling that kind of just out of my way because I'm actually not gonna go straight in with bleach with this. Since this side has already been bleached and it's already a kind of red spectrum tone, I don't need to go heavy with that. I'm just gonna hit that with a bleach bath towards the end. But with the black side, I'm gonna go ahead and go to the mid shafts first, since those have been processed more. Oh, you know what I just remembered? Gloves. You might wanna put on some gloves. Yeah. So I know some of you are gonna say in the comments, you should have gone in with a color remover first. I just never have much luck with color remover on black box dye. Anytime I do it, it just dries my hair out and leaves it a kind of softer black. So it doesn't really do anything, whereas the bleach usually, knock on wood, does a lot more for black to remove it. If you guys are interested in picking up any of these items, I am going to try to be linking everything in the description box. But if I can't find a link for it, I'll at least give you a full description so you can maybe go find it at Sally's, because some of it may not be available online. I do feel like it's lifting. Like it's already gone to, you can see that, like a orangey brown color. So that's good. I'm sure any hair colors out there are truly cringing. But don't worry, I am too. I know how bad this is. I know my hair is gonna be damaged. I really do. At this point, it's just a matter of hoping it's not so damaged that it falls out. So now that this side is completely covered in bleach, I'm gonna go ahead and put a cap on it to try and process that as much as possible. And I'm gonna cover up this section because that is being just a little bit difficult. Hoping that that all gets covered. And now I actually have to go back in and make more bleach. This time I'm only gonna use like half of the bleach powder packet though, because I don't need the whole thing, because this is already in a red tone. So I really just need to lift it and bring it most likely to a pink. So I'm probably only gonna use half of the powder packet, and then again half that amount of bleach that I used, so I'm just equal parts. And then I'm gonna go in using my VO5, this is Blackberry Sage Tea Revitalizing Conditioner, and I use about 3 tablespoons of that, and then mix it up. And now I'm pretty much doing the same thing on this side. I'm gonna go ahead and apply it to the mid shafts first. Now, in case you are wondering, I have Arctic Fox Wrath and Purple Rain on my hair right now. So this is a mix that I created. So they're both semi-permanent, so they should lift a lot easier than this side. So I'm hoping not to have to keep this on for too long. So now I've got it all over the magenta side. We're gonna check on the progress on this side. And I'm actually gonna put some of that bleach bath in it, just to kind of resaturate the problem areas. So that banding, I just want to try to get rid of that banding as much as possible. It's looking really good on this side. The only thing I'm worried about is right there on that banding. I should have brought that bleach up a little higher initially. I just didn't want to over process my roots, but kind of worried I'm gonna have some banding now. But okay, so now I'm going to put this cap on to keep the heat in. Now I'm gonna let it sit here for a couple minutes and I will let you know how long I wait to rinse it out. Alright guys, it's been about 20 minutes since I put the bleach bath on my magenta side, and about a total of 40 minutes since I put it on the black side, and I'm gonna go ahead and rinse it all off. So I'm back. It removed pretty much all of the black from this side, so I'm really impressed with it. And this side doesn't feel too bad. This side, on the other hand, This side has been bleached a decent amount, and it definitely has taken some damage. It feels fragile, so I'm gonna just have to really be careful with this and deep condition like crazy. So before we put on the red, and this is actually the last thing I'm gonna do for tonight, I'm going to use the Colorful Protein Color Filler, and this is in the color number 10, Red Red. And it says it's a primer, corrector, and a filler. I got this from Sally's. I want to say it was around $5. I am just going to apply it, leave it on for about 20 minutes, and then rinse it again. It says to put on wet hair, so I think I'm good to just put on this way. It's probably going to stain my hands, but oh well. Because my hair is so porous, I know that if I were to put a dye over this, it just would not take. So this filler is a necessity at this point. Alright, so it is very early the next morning, and now it's time to put the red on. As you can see, I look bad. I look real bad. I definitely need some color on this head of mine. So this side did lighten really well from the mid shaft down, which I think will be okay. I am a little worried because the roots are a pink base and the dye I'm using is more of an orange based red. This side looks fantastic. It's exactly what I was like hoping for, but dare not dream to believe that would actually happen. It's right where I need it. This side is really damaged, but after the protein treatment last night, it feels so much better. And I also did some really deep conditioning treatments and a hair mask in the shower to try and repair some of the damage done. I mean, it's probably just a band-aid on a bullet wound, but it's just hair. So the color I'm using is the Vidal Sassoon London Luxe Runway Red. It's a really beautiful orange-based red. I've used it before. It's been a while, but it's one of my favorites for box dyes. I just think it works really, really well, and it's a great price. It is a little bit harder to find. Like, I can never find it at my Walmart, but Target usually has it, and Walgreens has it, whereas CVS never does. It's a weird dye, so I kind of just stock up when I find it. Like, I bought 3 boxes, just in case. So yeah, it's a normal box dye. It's pretty self-explanatory. It comes with directions. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pop my colors gloves on and get started. Here we go. Again, if you've ever seen me do any hair videos, you know there's really no rhyme or reason to the way I do my hair. I just kind of plop it on my head, and you know, it, for the most part, turns out pretty good in my opinion. I would say if you've got long hair, definitely pick up 2 bottles because it barely made it on mine and I have fairly short hair. But it is completely saturated now. I'm really hoping that the colors even out and that this one doesn't turn out way brighter than this side. We'll see though. It could go orange on this side because I did start from a blonde base. You never know. But I'm gonna let it process for about 30 minutes. Then I'm gonna rinse, condition, style, and I will show you guys the end result. Wish me luck. So this is how it turned out. I am super happy with it. If you look, it is definitely more of an orange-red base on the bottom. A little neon, but that's just because it was so damaged on the ends. But again, I knew that was gonna happen. I was going from black box dye to bright orange, so that's a lot of processing. I actually don't mind the different tones in the hair. I think it looks like I intentionally highlighted it, so I'm really happy with it. It feels great to be a redhead again. I am back to my fiery self and having a lot more fun with my wardrobe because I feel like red is a little bit of a neutral. I mean, don't you agree with me? So that's it for this video, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that you had a good time watching me completely damage the crap out of my hair, but I still think it looks good. Be sure to like and subscribe and let me know in the comments how you guys liked this video. And until next time, I'll see ya. Bye.